think we can admit like NBA players are like getting better and better.
Yeah, I mean, they are. They are.
But it's also like don't really play defense at the same time. You have like your defensive players, but it's like whole entire teams that like are playing defense.
I feel like NBA kind of looks, or like teams nowadays just look at more offensive than defensive. Like they are at the end of the day, regardless, they're gonna go like for the person who's more offensive, like who can put up more points, who can kind of get more playmaking, and compared to somebody who can like block shots and
The
stop
NBA
plays.
is moving towards more who can outshoot who can outshoot between the two teams. Like I
It's
feel
way
like that.
more offense orientated than before. I, but I don't want to blame the Warriors for that. But it's like
I want to say they started it. You don't want to
they
blame them,
started
but
it.
Well, yeah. Like, are we talking about like pre KD Warriors or like KD
No,
Warriors?
pre KD was pre KD. Like
Because I
let's
was
say
gonna say
2015,
if we're
2016.
that's another
Because
thing. Remember how special the three was?
mm-hmm.
I remember gym class. Everyone was trying to hit that stuff. Everybody trying to hit a three.
Everybody's trying to hit the three. Everybody's trying to do the no look.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just a Steph Curry's confidence, but people would like even you just see kids like 8 years old are trying to shoot like Curry already. I mean, their drive coach is crazy. Even in the NBA, there was a time when, let's say, for example, the Rockets. The Rockets were never like as good, better than the Warriors, and they were shooting more.
I still think that Warriors team could have beat or that Rockets team could have beat the Warriors in 2018 if
Yeah, they could have, but what
If Chris
happened?
Paul didn't get
Because
injured. I think they could have had a shot.
yeah, because they just choked and missed. Like it's just bad when they are attempting way more 3-point shots than the Warriors,
Yeah, I
but
think it
the
was.
Warriors were still better shooters. Or had a
I think it was.
better, 27 missed threes.
I
Imagine
think
if they
that was the
made like
number.
yeah, if they made like what, 16 out of 27, they could easily made it to the finals, and they would have beaten LeBron.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to bear with me with that. Like, if we talking about 2018, like past NBA, because once I
That
saw Warriors and Cavs going in like for like the second, third time,
oh
I stopped watching. I stopped watching
Again,
NBA, man.
this is where you could call me crazy. This is where I think the league is rigged. I'm sorry, 4 years in a row. Like I get like you might see the same teams face each other in the conference like finals, but you get the same finals for 4 straight years. Especially that last year where LeBron pulled the ultimate like of I'm gonna carry this team to the finals. I'm sorry, I this is where I'm like it's rigged.
Wasn't their last championship there like in the bubble?
Who LeBron's?
Yeah, or like Lakers.
Yeah,
uh,
the Mickey Mouse
yeah.
title.
Ah, you don't consider it a real ring?
Look, a ring is a ring. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna discredit it. Like it does, it did take a lot to be like, oh, what was it? Like their bubble. Like I don't think I could have did it like in a bubble. But
Yeah.
at the same time, we saw a lot of players in the bubble playing really well, and then the following year it was like, oh,
T.J.
Tyler,
Warren.
yeah, Tyler Hero.
It was Tyler
It was, a,
Hero. There was T.J. Warren.
it was the guy on the Pacers.
Yeah, he dropped like 53 points out of nowhere.
In the bubble?
Yeah, no, he was going off and then
The
going
playoffs
back.
happened. I guess he didn't have his like secret water anymore.
The Michael Jordan Space Jam water.
I watched Space Jam the other night. I don't understand why people hate it. It's so good.
The first
It's
one
the
or the
second
second one?
one. It's the second one that's too much.
Like the
I,
first one, it's not because I'm an MJ fanboy. It's one of those. Why did we need a second one? Like, no, who asked for a sequel to Space Jam?
Exactly.
I get it. You know, maybe they should have did it earlier in LeBron's career. But hey, I get it. You know, he moved to Hollywood. That was probably one of the deals. Said he was gonna do when he moves to Hollywood. Like, oh, I'm gonna star in a movie. Oh, I know, I'll star in Space Jam.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is about that movie? I don't know if I told Chris this, but I told Ellie. I'm like, I will predict like either ESPN or Fox will like do a 20-minute debate about which Space Jam was better. My God, that Monday I was right because Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp are arguing about which Space Jam was better, and I'm like, are we really doing this?
Well, put it this way. I feel like, because I think I can speak for everyone in here. We all agree the first one was, goated. It was elite.
Yeah. How about as a player? This the question that bothers me that bothers me a lot. People that keep saying that LeBron James is the GOAT. I love
See,
LeBron.
my thing is, how about we just enjoy the players in the moment? Like, why are we doing GOAT debates? Like, you're never gonna see LeBron versus MJ unless you're playing 2K.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
People are like, oh, who's better? I'm trying to think, like Gretzky or Ovechkin. Who knows? I've never
Like we,
watched these two face. Why does it matter? And we just have Michael was the best player when he played. LeBron was the best player when he played. Why is it got to be every 2 seconds? Oh, well, LeBron would beat MJ.
and they're different players. They're different players. If you want to compare Kobe to Jordan, then okay, but Kobe is like a less better version of MJ. Yeah, I said it right.
Okay.
Colin, you look like you got something to say.
Oh, no. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm letting Ellie get the shit from the Kobe fans. I'm not. I love Kobe's great.
What? Okay, but I have a question, Colin. Where did Kobe get all of his moves from?
Well, MJ, we all know that, but we
That's all
don't
I
say
need
it
to
out
say. That's all I
loud.
need to say.
Don't say it out loud.
But I mean, people saying that the NBA is rigged is kind of true. Talking about also rigged, it's like LeBron being a team captain every single year.
Okay, well, it's
No.
all he's still the face of the NBA. Like, I'm
Personally, I think
Adams.
he should have gave it up that. Like he's been like 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Oh, he's gonna be the Tom Brady of the NBA. He's gonna play until he's gonna play with his son. Like that's the
Yeah,
end
we
goal.
know that.
Yeah, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that, and we're gonna see
Like
that in our timeline for sure.
Bron's like same reaction everybody had about MJ playing with the Wizards. LeBron's gonna have that, but playing with his son. Like it's gonna be like I don't know who's gonna have the first overall pick in the next couple of years. Say Oklahoma. Like LeBron's gonna be playing for Oklahoma, and we're all just gonna be like, what's going on? Like I get it, he's playing with his son, but it's like, oh, he's playing on Oklahoma.
Let me stick to All Stars real quick though. But have y'all seen the All Star teams though?
The
No.
reserves.
I mean the starters as well. Just the All Star team basically.
I mean, I saw the starters. I'm not really surprised considering with the performance, but with the reserves, that's kind of like a 50-50 for me.
I can tell you what I don't like though.
Well,
And the starters. I mean, I'm not saying that none of the players that were selected don't deserve to be starters, but it's like Embiid should be a starter.
See, I
Good.
haven't been watching a lot of the NBA, so I'm just gonna agree with you.
I mean, I
Catch
agree
it,
with you. Well,
Nick.
who are the bigs right now for the teams for the starters? Because it's been a minute since I only have like the reserve list like kind
Giannis
of.
is like the only actual technically big or whatever, because I guess he's a power forward, so he is a big. So
But who's playing center? No, they ain't got no center for.
they don't see that's the thing with the All Stars. They kind of took off the center. There was years when the starters none of them were centers.
Well, that's another thing with the NBA. Like, they're also. I know this is like bring back the earlier point about offense and defense. Centers are no longer like really the thing. I forget what position. Like, I was like reading something about it, but it's like I have like say I think like Anthony Davis would be like considered like a center. What is he like not a
Power
point?
forward. He was
A point.
for real. He was a power forward, but
Yeah, like centers are now like people who can score. You're not gonna have that like center that can like like try to get past me. I'm playing defense. It's I'm gonna score. I'll like still be on defense, but there's not really a
the
center.
best. He'll now be like a defensive anchor because you got Jokic now who's averaging a triple double as a center, which is great. But I
but I'm
don't
waiting.
mind. The game is
Oh,
evolving. Come on now. So, Colin, since you don't know the starters for the West, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, LeBron obviously, Jokic, and Zion. Now I remember a couple years ago, there was this NBA 2K21 cover with Zion on it, and Colin, you didn't really appreciate that he was on the cover.
okay. I only didn't appreciate it because I get maybe I looked at it as a marketing perspective, the new generation consoles, new generation NBA player, but it was also like, what has he like? You could say that about any like new star in the last couple of years. At the same time, 2K cover to me is this is the big star, like,
Hmm.
and at that point, like Zion somewhat played, got, was injured, didn't really play the whole entire season, and it's like this is the like I didn't like how Devin Booker was on the 2K cover.
No, you know what's funny? The 2K cover this year isn't even an All Star.
Yeah, isn't it Devin Booker?
Devin Booker was not selected. I'm telling you right now. In the reserves for the Western Conference. See, the for the reserves they got John Morant, Domantas Sabonis. He's from the Kings. He deserves it because the Kings are actually, I don't know how, but they're actually like doing pretty good. They're probably gonna do they'll make the playoff.
Again, I'm gonna admit it. I'm a casual fan. I only know big stars in big cities, even though I complain about how we only market cities and big stars.
Yeah, but start putting respect on the Sabonis' name. Come on now. Then you got a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Okay, well he
Canadian.
deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. Shout out,
Yeah.
he repping Canada and like shout out to him. He deserves kind of that All Star spot.
So this
Hmm.
is where I'm like a
That
bit
is,
like
but yeah.
confused. Paul George was selected. I'm not saying Paul George is a bad player. Like he's good, one of the best in the league. But I'm like, did y'all hear anything about Paul George this year before
No.
Besides his injuries or like him not
started his
playing
injuries?
games
So
here
I'm
and
like,
there.
I'm wondering how he made it. There's a lot of players then, you know, a lot of snubs. And then Damian Lillard. Okay, that's Damian Lillard. He's been underrated. Laurie Markkinen for the Utah Jazz. And this is the one that I'm really mad at. Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies. Yeah,
Again, no. I'm giving the look like, sorry, casual fan, don't know who we're talking about, but I'll learn better.
I want to say I know who you're talking about, but
this
Jaren,
fellow.
yeah, no.
See, it's not that he's bad. It's just like he's not doing.
It's
Nah,
not All
he's
Star expectations, kind of.
no.
What about Eastern Conference? Because I know Joel Embiid made the he
Yeah,
made the
obviously he's gonna
reserves.
make the reserves, but after Embiid, DeRozan was selected, which I don't. The Bulls are not winning, so I thought he would not make it this year, to be honest with you, because they're missing Lonzo Ball, and actually Lonzo Ball, that's the impact that they need. Lonzo Ball is actually like because he actually plays defense and he's there on offense to pass to set up teammates. He's like the best defender on the Bulls, but he's not there, so that's why they're losing games. And they also got Jalen Brown for the Celtics. Then there's Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. That's their center.
Yeah, I've heard that name before. I don't know who it is, but I've heard the name before.
The Pacers, they got Tyrese Halliburton. He's from yeah, he's the point guard in the Pacers. He's good. No, he's good. He's averaging like what, like 20 points and 10 rebounds. So
That's good stats.
yeah, that's
I
good
mean,
stuff.
I can't say nothing because I don't play ball as much as I
Yeah,
wasn't even putting up points like that. So
yeah. And then for the Bucks, they got Drew Holiday they got Drew Holiday. He deserves it. And then Stephen A. Smith gonna be happy about that. The Knicks, Julius Randle, because the Knicks they're good. They're all right. I mean, they thought that they when they signed Jalen Brunson, they thought they messed up, but seems like they didn't really mess up. He's actually a good player, great player.